The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Well, hello, everyone. My name is Amy Keenan, and I am the Director of Channel Sales and Development here at Paramount Workplace, focusing on our cloud solutions that integrate with Acumatica, Intact, and NetSuite. And then we have Foy.
Hi, everyone. This is Foy Maynor. I'm the VP of Sales at Paramount Workplace, focused on all the different product lines that we offer. And then between Amy and I, we're going to walk you through a quick presentation of what PunchOut is with some PowerPoint slides, and then also touch on that with a little short demonstration as well.
Yes, so feel free if you have any questions throughout our presentation to put them, either raise your hand or put them in the chat, and we'll be happy to get back to you or get back to those and answer them at the end. So first, just want to go over what is PunchOut. And it is an industry term, and it's basically a method for companies to buy from a supplier, or a business to buy from a supplier website, and this buyer will integrate with their procurement solution. So PunchOut is a standard e-commerce website with the special ability to communicate directly to your customer's procurement system through what we call CXML, and it will return that pending purchase order back to the buyer. So there's no need to enter any product information. Everything is automated and pushed back into the procurement system to make it very easy to be able to shop. So Foy, a common question that a lot of people ask is, what's the common misunderstandings or misconceptions when it comes to PunchOut?
Yeah, exactly. So, PunchOut's been around for a very long period of time, and we've had the ability to enable PunchOut vendors from within the Paramount Workplace application. One of the most common misperceptions is that, the relationship when you talk about PunchOut is going to be between Paramount and the vendor, and that's just simply not the case. The relationship is between you, the customer, and the vendor, because obviously you're going to be able to work with your vendor to determine what items are going to be available to your users to select. How much are those items going to cost? So the relationship is actually between the vendor and the customer. Paramount enables the PunchOut process because we have this as a module with our different applications, and we're going to facilitate the ability to use PunchOut. But one of the things over the years that I get asked most often is, hey, I need to get Paramount to talk to my vendor so that we can work all of this out.
Thanks. And to go over some of the PunchOut benefits, obviously it's going to automate this whole process for your customers and for you to eliminate any repetitive data entry. It's also going to make everything electronic, and it's going to increase that order accuracy and customer satisfaction, so make everything very streamlined as well. And in regards to PunchOut for Workplace, you are able to select a PunchOut vendor from a single click. You can access their page. It's a standard web page. Looks just like you're shopping at any other store, so very streamlined. You're able to pick out based on what inventory you have worked out with that vendor. You're able to look up that inventory, select it, and put in the amount that you need and get pushed back into the procurement solution. And checkout is with ease. Obviously, nothing is purchased until the actual approval process goes through, and it just speeds up that whole process as well. So here is just a snapshot of some of our PunchOut vendors and partners. You can certainly go on our website as well to check them out too. And Foy, do you want to just briefly go over who a PunchOut vendor could be?
Yeah, certainly. So from a PunchOut vendor standpoint, a vendor that supports PunchOut has traditionally been somebody who is an office supply vendor, a vendor that's involved within healthcare, and they've always tended to be big national vendors. So historically, that's been the case. That's changed significantly over recent years. Now you'll see many more regional as well as local vendors be able to support PunchOut. And the reason that many vendors are adopting this is because it does have a lot, as Amy mentioned, to do before with customer satisfaction. Because if you're able to allow your customers to be able to shop a site quickly and easily with accuracy, both with products as well as pricing, then you're going to be able to better serve those customers. And from a vendor perspective, if you're able to enable the process, make the process electronic and more seamless, then ideally you're going to get the purchase order, you're going to be able to ship the items, and you're going to be able to invoice quicker as well. And because you're able to invoice quicker, the invoices should also be more accurate because of the shopping process. You're going to be able, as a vendor, to get paid quicker. So certainly as you see this list, and I'll also point this out to you on our website towards the end, it is not limited to these vendors. PunchOut can be any vendor that supports the process via standard CXML. And then there are also partners like Greenwing Technology, eStore Connect, as well as PunchOut to Go that will assist either a vendor or a customer in enabling the PunchOut process. All right, so let's go take a quick look at what we've been talking about for the last couple of minutes, and then we'll leave some time at the very end for some Q&A. So I'm going to come to the workplace application. I'm going to log in as Foy. Foy is a requester, so he has the ability to enter a request for goods or services. As soon as you log into Workplace, you start off on your dashboard, and on the dashboard, we do have different catalogs available. The bottom four in my demo example here are PunchOut catalogs. So you see a couple of different vendors, but then you also see one of the partners that we talked about that can enable PunchOut as well. So when PunchOut's available to a user, they'll see it on the dashboard. They simply pick the vendor, and you'll now go out to the vendor site. So this is the vendor site in this example that Office Depot maintains for you as their customer. Your items, your pricing, and now you can shop in a familiar way by picking from the different categories, by searching by keyword or by item number to find the items that you're looking for. And then once you find those items, enter a quantity and then add those to your cart. So you're building a shopping cart in a familiar shopping format. This makes it easy for the users to be able to select and input that item. And then as soon as the user checks out, once their shopping cart is full, you're going to generate a requisition in Paramount Workplace with the information and details from that PunchOut process. You're then going to be able to submit that requisition. You could add attachments, you could make any edits or changes if needed, but as soon as you submit it, it'll now route through the workflow and approval process of your requisition solution. So you've made the user's experience simple and easy by being able to select from a catalog. You've also enabled you to shop the actual vendor's website, so you know that that item is a verified item and that that pricing is correct. And you're still going to be able to take advantage of any approval processes that you have set up within the application as well, and it's going to flow through those. Also, as a part of the PunchOut process, once you log in as a buyer or a reviewer within the system, you're going to be able to go in and create a purchase order from that particular requisition that's been fully approved. And then once that purchase order is created, and then in the interest of time today, I just simply pulled up one that I've done before, you're going to be able to see the purchase order and then have that purchase order sent electronically to the vendor. So when you're punching out to a vendor, the order is not complete until the purchase order is created and sent to the vendor. So as part of the order process, if you were to delete an item, cancel the requisition, that order is not going to be a complete order. It's only going to be a complete order once this particular step happens, and then they'll ship you those items. And that would complete the PunchOut process as far as the workplace is concerned. And then if you did not have the PunchOut deliver the purchase order properly, you'd get an error here, and then you can always resend it. This is the actual portion of the website that was noted in the slide before. So you'll see here, if we scroll down, there's that list of vendors and then also the other partners that we talked about. So you can always go to our website as well, go to the partner section, go to PunchOut Partners, and they get additional information and details about those vendors. And what we'll do now, since we've hit our 10 minutes, is we will switch back over and see if there are any questions that we can answer. And Amy, I'll
So
turn that over
I'm
to
checking
you.
right now.
Yep.
And I don't see any questions. So quiet group today.
Okay, so we'll stay on here another minute or so to see if there are any questions that anybody comes up with. You're welcome to contact us directly, and we'll be more than happy to go into a bit more detail. We can also do a PunchOut demo as a part of the overall process. It's just a small piece of what procurement is overall, but it's a very important and very critical piece because it provides value not only to the customer that implements the procurement process, but then also to the vendor. So it is a win-win situation for all of the different parties involved. Make it easy for the user, still enable your approval processes for management, electronically deliver the PO to the vendor that's accurate with the right products and the right pricing, and then also enable the vendor to hopefully be paid quicker and then improve the relationships with the suppliers that you have. So again, if there are any questions, we'll be happy to answer those. Otherwise, thank you very much for attending, and we look forward to seeing you on a future event.